Alrighty, so not completely straight, but yeah. There we are. So we're on I said I came from a music video, shooting it. So I was like, oh, might as well I'll do a little live streamer Rooney at home. I honestly don't know if my Segway has all the juice to get home. Said I had 5 kilometers, so that should be. Oh, it's starting to die already. Yeah, just gonna grab a nice shot of the water once the boost. Sorry. Merci. Didn't go swimming in there this year. Went last year. Went a couple times. I swam a couple times in there last year. Went like longboarding in there too. Or paddleboarding. I only went once in the canal this year. But I did a whole bunch last year. It's funny because I was more busy last year, but this year, I don't know, I kind of tried to do other things. I got to take my paddleboard with me. So yeah. Just like shakes the hell out of my feet. Oh, son of a bitch. That's me losing my power, so damn. I was hoping to make it home, at least. Now I have to carry this son of a bitch. So, well, yeah, like, so I'll totally admit, I had the goal of not drinking for the whole year, and I went, like, all the way till May, right? I think it was May, and I think it was because I had a really big hunch that this would be the last year I'd be here. So then I was like, you know what? That looks nice. I was like, you know what? No, I might as well just enjoy summer in Montreal and drink and do patios and enjoy time with my coworkers and yeah. So and like, okay, so this last month I've been doing like, I think I've been having like at least 5 or 6 drinks a day, and I can see it in my face. I've become a little chubbier, and also like when you drink that much, you don't really have that much motivation in the morning. So yeah, like I see the difference it makes. Like it definitely, I'm gonna try again next year. This New Year's, I'm gonna make it the whole year. I went half the year, and then like even I think it was from August 10th to September. I didn't have drinks, but yeah, I can really feel it in my face right now. Holy shit! Even in the last week, like I've been drinking like 5 stouts a day. So that's like, I can feel it in my stomach. I can feel it. I feel like my body changes really quick. Like my 8-pack is gone right now, but like a month ago I had it. And I feel like if I just like stop drinking and go to the gym, like even twice a week, it'll come back. So, and I just did a shoot with a dude that's like beyond ripped, like built bigger than a Greek god. So I'm like, okay, maybe. But I don't know, the thing about with the alcohol, when you have that hangover, it's like, oh, more alcohol solves it. Ugh. So, yeah, this thing's fucking heavy. I'm gonna go for a bit more. Sometimes when it dies, and then, God, I wish it, like, the range was slightly more. I'm gonna try and make it to a Bixie. But, I'll talk more about this later, but like, I do have like relief knowing that I'm going back to Winnipeg. It's like way simpler, but there's just not as much fun things to do. And honestly, I feel like I took for granted the time I had here, because I think I thought I was staying here forever, especially in the first year when I moved here for someone, and I thought we'd work out, and then when we didn't work out, I was like, you know what, no, I'm going to make a crack at it without her, and I'm going to try to live here and live and learn. And plus I went over to Toronto, and like there were certain decisions I made, like career-wise here, that looking back, I wish there's 2 shows I could have took, and it's like I kind of wish I went back and took a different show than the first show I took. And but I don't know, it's a learning experience, and like I'll get better at making those decisions. And but I'm happy because like again, like I don't know, it taught me what it's like to be really alone here, because I'm not gonna lie to you, like I felt like when I went to Toronto, I made like 3 more new friends instantly, right? Well, I find here, maybe because of the language barrier, or maybe it's I found even with like Anglophones here, I felt like a barrier between me and them. Like it was hard to make friends with them, even though they were more inviting here. I don't know, maybe I'm just an asshole. But I found like, like I've had the same 5 friends from Winnipeg for the last 10 years, and I don't know, it's like I know they're all gonna see me when I get back, and it's I don't know, I just found it was easier to hang out, and in Winnipeg, like there's less to do, but I don't know, I found myself constantly and even when I did hang out with people, and if anyone there spoke French, like I wasn't really involved in the group conversation. And honestly, when I first got here, the first summer, I wasn't trying that hard. I was doing like 15 minutes to an hour Duolingo. And then December 2020, 5 hours a day Duolingo, watching stuff, and like going really hard at it. And I wish I went harder at it, because my first show, the language barrier was so much. Like knowing how to form sentences and stuff and basic stuff doesn't really do very much when you're working in a fully French environment. But then like at the same time, it wasn't fully French because people were still translating for me. So honestly, I feel like looking back, like if I was in like Quebec City where just no one translated for me, like I know people that have learned Italian living in Italy for 3 months because people from here where they're like, yeah, they didn't speak French or English there. So it's like, if I needed, like in order to get water or survive or go anywhere, like if you really, and your brain just clicks with it more. So yeah. Segway, you gotta extend the batteries in these things. This is a little ridiculous, to be honest. See, now I'm carrying it. It's making up for all the loss of exercise I had while riding this. I don't know, like perhaps one day I'll come back. Like I'm still gonna work on my French, but like I don't know, like some people here, like some people really get it, and like I find when English is your first language and you don't try until you're like 20s or 30s to learn something, it's like English is, I don't know why in school they're like, oh, English is such a hard language to learn, but it's like anyone I talk to, they're like, that learned it, they're like, oh no, it's pretty easy, because like the grammar rules are like more basic compared to my language. So like French is like a way more complicated version, and people that know German, like when they learn English, it's like nothing to them. It takes like a year, and they're like beyond, like they're almost like a native speaker after a year or two of like being immersed. So it's yeah, I don't know, it's but I want to keep going, and I find like it compounds the more you keep going. Like the last 2 months, like I knew I was leaving, so I would still try a bit at work, but it wasn't like my main priority. My main priority was setting up my life to go back and just kind of enjoying the time and not stressing. And these last 2 weeks of like, I even worked the week last week. I've been doing like music videos and stuff, but I think this is like the first time in a very long time since I've had actually 2 full weeks off. So and then 2021 I worked like 40 days straight, and like I would go like from one set at like 2 a.m. and work somewhere else at 5 a.m. and do like a whole 14-hour day, and then go to a different set after that and have like only 4 hours of sleep again. So it was like compounding how tired I was, and I got really burnt out at the end of 2021. I took a whole month off, and like honestly I just felt burnt. So anyways, I'm gonna focus on trying to get home here, because my arm is really killing me carrying this thing. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Have a good day.